With the Senate continuing to discuss the details of the $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill, let's bring in New York Republican Congressman and ranking member of the House Homeland Security Committee, John Katko. He also serves on the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. Congressman, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
I want to give you a chance to weigh in on something I was discussing with your colleague from California. Are you frustrated by the mass confusion that has been created by the CDC, the White House, and perhaps Speaker Pelosi?
Yeah, I really am. And when you were talking to Mr. DeSania, I think you got it right. I think everyone bears responsibility. But think about this. We're a few hundred steps away from the Senate in the same building, and we have different mask rules. That kind of goes to show you how disconnected the whole process is. And I think that everyone bears responsibility for that. But in the same building, there's different rules. Half the building has to wear masks. The other half doesn't. That goes to show you how messed up this whole thing is.
Okay, so let's get to the meat of the issue, to infrastructure, something near and dear to your heart. How confident are you that a bipartisan bill will get to President Biden's desk with the Senate in today for a rare Sunday session?
Yeah, listen, I'm fairly confident. When you have the number of senators that are working together on the bill, I think that's a very, very good sign. It's a bill that, you know, a lot of it came from the Problem Solvers Caucus, and I chaired the subcommittee that helped write the guts of this bill, the contours of this bill. So I'm very excited for it, and I think it's really important. And for the detractors out there who want perfection and want everything, I think they should think about the people in Flint, Michigan, who might just get a better water system now, or the person who's scraping together enough money to try and make ends meet, driving on tattered roads that destroys their cars. This bill is for all Americans, Democrats and Republicans, of all stripes and of all political persuasions. And it's going to be very, very important that we get this done. And like Mr. DeSania said, it's long overdue.
Many Democrats, especially the vocal progressives, also want that $3.5 trillion spending package as well. Does including that or trying to do that at the same time as the bipartisan package endanger the bipartisan deal actually getting done?
I think it makes it tougher, but at some point, I think hopefully cooler heads will prevail. You're not always going to get everything you want. Politics is the art of compromise. This bill is the quintessential example of that. And I think there's a lot of Republican support for this bill. There's a lot of Democratic support. And I hope we get it across the finish line. You can't have everything you want, but you got to kind of take what we can get here. And what we really need in this country is new roads and bridges. We need broadband. And we need clean water for the inner cities. We need to make sure that people, when they can't go to school, can get access to broadband at home. We got to make sure that people in rural communities can get connected to the internet. 33% of this country, approximately, don't have access to broadband. We got to fix that. This is too important to play politics with.
All right, let's put on your Homeland Security hat. To the crisis at our southern border, what does the Biden administration need to do right now to get a handle on it?
They need to pass a bill I introduced, and I'm skeptical that they will. But here's what this bill does. This bill is called the Border Security for America Act and has three things. It finishes construction of the border wall that the Trump administration initiated. It modernizes and enhances border technology, and it puts boots on the ground to help law enforcement, which are completely under siege at the border. We need to do all those three things right now because what's happening at the border is completely out of control, and it's dangerous for our country on many levels.
I realize you might have some support from some Texas Democrats who are seeing this problem firsthand, but do you think House Speaker Nancy Pelosi would actually put it on the floor with the chance it could pass out of the House of Representatives?
I highly doubt that she will, but, you know, there's going to be an election coming up next fall, and I want this issue to be front and center because people, even in my district in Syracuse, New York, 45 out of 47 opioid deaths in my district, in my main county, Onondaga County, came from fentanyl-laced heroin. That fentanyl streaming across the border in record numbers. We have COVID cases spiking at the border because they're coming across and they're releasing people in our communities, these illegal aliens, and they have COVID. So, you know, this is an issue that's not going to go away. It's going to have a long-term negative effect on our country. And so this is an issue that we're going to need to consider next year come election time about what direction you want our country to go in. We can't keep having this surge of drugs at the border. Fentanyl, for example, we've had more fentanyl seized already this year than all of last year, and last year was a record number. The amount of fentanyl seized, not that's gotten through, that's been seized at the border, is enough to kill every American 5 times over. That's a crisis, and we need to fix this.
And there may be more careful screening of members of Congress right now for COVID than there are some of these people crossing the border right now, but Congressman John Katko of the great state of New York. We have to leave it there. Thanks for your time, sir.
Thank you, sir.